Hello, and welcome to the third and final day of Socialbakers Engage worldwide. Whether this is your first block of presentations or you've been following along with every talk, we want to thank you for taking time out of your day to join us and learn from other marketers as we all work together to navigate this unique time. One of the first things that many marketers had to do this spring was revamp their content plan, because as you already know, and the theme of these next presentations suggests, content is everything. When the pandemic hit most regions, many of the plans that had been in place were no longer relevant, and in some cases, they may have even been in direct contradiction of new stay-at-home orders. What the pandemic didn't change was the desire for connection, both from the brands towards their audience and vice versa. Luckily, social media channels offer ample opportunities to maintain that connection by testing new content types, creating new stay-at-home competitions or campaigns, and coming together even while we're staying apart. Today, we have 4 speakers from 4 different parts of the world who will share their perspectives on creating new content plans on the fly and adapting to a rapidly changing world. For example, how does an outdoor sports brand pivot when the world needs to stay inside? That's the challenge we'll hear about from Adrien Marchand, the global head of social media at Salomon. Based in France, Adrien will share how Salomon altered its social media plan and created new content that tried to bring its community together even while they needed to stay apart.
Hi, thanks Taylor for the intro. I'm Adrien Marchand, in charge of social strategy for the brand Salomon. And for those of you who don't know what Salomon is, here's a quick introduction.
This is where these winding roads have led. I can see a day of gold ahead. I will rise up, I will not fall, I will stand up, I will not fall. This will be the day.
So, I hope this video made it pretty clear that Salomon is an outdoor brand. We are committed to push the boundaries of mountain sports by creating equipment that will allow people to play outside. And this is where our purpose resides. We inspire everyone to play outside every day. But then 2020 came. And with 2020, like Boris Johnson said, it was quickly time to stay at home. So when your brand purpose is to encourage people to go out and the prime ministers of the world are telling you to stay inside, well, you don't argue. And you just need to find a way to make your brand purpose fit into 2020's reality. So what did we do? But first of all, we had to react really fast. So we reviewed all of our upcoming content and we realized that we had a lot of work on our plate. First of all, we removed all of the product-focused posts. And we were, by that, trying to avoid being salesy in a moment that weren't appropriate. We also checked all of our posts and made sure that we weren't encouraging people to play outside. We tried to keep as much as we can the time to play vibe, that is the brand tagline. Salomon is the time to play brand. But we adapted that to the situation, and the hashtag time to play inside was born. We collaborated a lot with our athletes into producing content, and we focused on creating some innovative formats that I'll speak about. So first of all, we published a statement. And in that statement, we shared our vision with our community, trying to bring up a positive message while acknowledging the tough period. And the vision of this statement was that it was now time to play inside. And as I was saying before, the hashtag time to play inside was born within that statement. And from that statement, we came up with some creative formats. One of them was the Time to Play Inside magazine. So only 4 days after our first statement, we came up with the first issue of a digital magazine that was posted into our Instagram stories, the Time to Play Inside magazine. Focused on longer form of content that a regular story usually propose, the magazine was an interactive way to bring inspiration to our followers while they were staying at home. It was built like a print magazine with recurring articles, and we made sure that our content was always relevant to the situation. We brought to our community some educational tips, workout propositions, behind the scenes on their favorite stories, and even cooking recipes from our dear Italian colleague that taught our community on how to cook gnocchis. So in the end, the magazine was a real success with 35 different editions posted across all of our channels. So on the brand channel Salomon, but also on our vertical channels such as Salomon Running or Salomon Frisky. And the magazine cumulated over 35 million impressions. But moreover, this magazine was really the creative hub that sparkled all the content creation during the lockdown. Because we were all stuck at home, we had a majority of our content plan that was deleted, and we couldn't go out and reshoot some content, obviously. So we collaborated a lot with the athletes to create content at home. And this is where the network of athletes and ambassadors that we've created along the years has been such an asset. We activated them all into asking them to create content such as challenges to encourage our community to stay fit while staying at home. And this example of a video from our trail runner, Michel Lannes, climbing a table at his home is a perfect example. It reached a total of over 100,000 video views, which is 2.5 more than what we usually do. We also collaborated a lot with the athletes on live content, more than ever. Because all the races and events were cancelled, we faced this situation where all of our athletes kind of have nothing to do at home. So we took that into an opportunity, and we created live posts to put our community in direct touch with the athletes. So it was workout sessions, Q&A sessions, masterclass, even live crossover between athletes on Instagram with the Duo Live feature. For this example of the live workout by our cross-country skiing Olympic medalist GC Diggins, reached over 100,000 people, which is 1/5 of our total community on Facebook. We also revisited the rich content library that is our Salomon TV series. Salomon TV is a content series that we started 10 years ago and that quickly became the benchmark in visual storytelling in the outdoor world. So it's long-form documentaries that have been awarded in numerous festivals and that accumulate over 15 million views. And it's hundreds and hundreds of videos that we created along the year, that we revisited, and we posted some of the best Salomon TV episodes again and created live Q&As with the protagonists, which were involved in each episode. We also launched a series of podcasts because our community was stuck at home and had more time to focus a long form of content. We self-produced a series of interviews between our global head of communications team and some of our more emblematic athletes such as Kylian Jornet. These podcasts were launched on all podcast platforms and were a really great way to stay connected with our community. So these are some examples of content that we produced during the lockdown, and then quicker than we thought, it was time to play again. So what we did is that we celebrated the progressive release of lockdown measures in our different markets by collaborating with local ambassadors that took us into their first adventure outside. So this made possible for us to communicate on the fact that a certain market would be out and inspire the other market that were inside to hang on there, and that their time to go out will come soon. Over 6,500 posts with the hashtag time to play again were posted since June. And this was a major success in terms of reach, but also in terms of content creation. So I don't know what the end of the year and next year will have to offer to us. I really hope that Time to Play Again will not have to turn itself into a Time to Play Inside Again campaign, but time will tell. If it's the case, we know that we have the structure and the content creation mindset to face a lockdown situation. That was it on my side. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks to Socialbakers for the opportunity to speak about Salomon and what we did, and have a great presentation.